Hello everyone. After a long time, I have discussing the CSIR NET December. No, it's June 2019 question paper, and I am discussing the 5 questions of the general aptitude section. So here is the first question. A precious stone breaks into 4 pieces having weights in the proportion 1:2:3:4. The value of such a stone is proportional to the square of its weight. What is the percent loss in the value incurred due to breaking? So here is the question. The solution is, so these are the questions from general aptitude section, NET June 2019. So here the value is proportional to weight square. This is given in the question. Percentage loss in value incurred during breaking, this we have to find. So let us suppose that the weight of the break piece are in the ratio of 1x, 2x, 3x and 4x. Here I am taking the x because when the proportion there is the same number behind the proportion numbers, means they are cutting by, or they may be of the same type function. So total weight is equals to summation of all the proportions, so it is equals to 1x plus 2x plus 3x plus 4x, which is equals to 10x. So value is proportional to weight square. Value of total weight is 10x square. After adding we get this, and value of piece is 1x whole square plus 2x whole square plus 3x whole square plus 4x whole square. This is the weight, and it is proportional to, value is proportional to weight square, so we have to take the squares here. On doing this we get 30x square. So percentage loss is equals to total weight minus pieces weight divided by total weight value. So here 100x square minus 30x square upon whole upon 100x square is equals to, on solving we get 70 by 100, which is equals to 70%. So in the option, the 70 is third option. So this is the correct answer for this question. Now the next question is question number 9 of the question paper set B. So the question is, the 9 numbers x1, x2, x3 up to x9 are in ascending orders, means increasing order. Their average m is strictly greater than all the first 8 numbers. So which of the following is true? So here is the 4 options given. So first we have to understand what is the terminology of this question. So the solution is, 9 numbers x1, x2, x3, xn are in ascending order, means increasing order. The average m is greater than average of first 8 numbers. So let us suppose the 9 numbers are in increasing order, so it may be 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 9. They are average, so on adding we get 45, and these are the 9 numbers, so on dividing by 9 we get 5, which is equals to mean m given in the question, and we have to suppose it m1. And the next part in the question is average of first 8 numbers, means up to x1 to x8. On adding them we get 36, and these are 8 numbers, so dividing by 8 we get 4.5 as mean. So average of first 8 number is 4.5. From the option, average of x2 to x9 means leaving the first number, we get 2 plus 3 plus 4 up to 9 divided by 8, means 45, minus 1 by 8 is equals to 44 by 8. So the average is 5.5. And average of x1 to x9 we get 5. So average is 5 here for 9 numbers, and m is given, means average of 8 numbers, which is equals to 4.5. We have to solve and given it equation number 2. So here average of 8 number is up to x2 to x9, and dividing by 8 we get 5.5, and average of first to 8 number is 4.5. So here from the options you have seen that average x1 to x9 m is greater than m, and average x2 to x9 is greater than m. So this condition is solved by the first option. So this one is the correct answer for this question. The next question is question 8 of set B. The distribution of grades secured by students in a class is given in the table below. So here in the table, the first column is grade A, B, C, D, which is given by, and the second column is fraction of the population. So it's in fraction 0.1, 0.4, 0.3 and 0.2. So what is the question? this is what is the least possible population of the class. So we have to find the least possible population of the class. So the solution is like this. The solution is the distribution of the grades secured by all the students. So this is like this. Least population of the class we have to find. Let's suppose total population is 100. A grade having 0.1 fraction. So 0.1 of 100 is equals to 10 on simplifying. Similarly, B having 0.4 fraction. So it is equals to 40. C having 0.3 fraction. So it is equals to 30. And D having 0.2 which is equals to 20. So total population of the class is 100, but from the option number, no option is given 100, so take 10. So on taking total population 10, so 0.1 of 10 is equals to 1, 0.4 of 10 is equals to 4, 0.3 of 10 is equals to 3, 0.2 of 10 is equals to 2. So here when we have taken total population 10, then we get the fraction is equals to 10. So on adding all the fractions means 0.1, 0.4, 0.3, 0.2, which is equals to 1.0. So this is the possible value when population is 10 only. So this is given in option 4. So option 4 is the correct answer, and this is the solution for this question. Now this is 10th question of set B. Which among the following diagram represents woman, mother, human beings? So this is the question of Venn diagram. So here is the 4 options given. First one is the concentric circle. Second you have seen in the figure. Third one is rectangles, and fourth one is rings 1 upon 1. So the correct answer for this Venn diagram is these concentric circles, because when woman, mother and human beings. So first we have to, if we select this option 1, then human being is a enlarged circle. Then inside human being, maybe it is man or woman, so that one is the second circle. A woman having mother or not having kid means it is mother or single, then the third circle. So the correct option for this question is this option number 1, which is concentric circle in the Venn diagram. So this one is the correct answer. Now the next question is question number 12 of set B. How many quadrilateral does the following figure have? So you have seen this figure, and these 4 are the options given for this question. How you have to solve this? So such type of question is solved in this same pattern. So first of all you have to understand I square and rectangle both are called quadrilaterals, because quadrilateral means 4 side. Quad word means 4. Lateral means sides. So it having, if a figure having 4 sides, then it is quadrilateral. So it doesn't matter maybe it is square or rectangle. So first of all you have to count 1 cross 1 means 1 cross 1 same unit side. So such type of small squares in the figure are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you have to write 7. Then you have to find the 2 cross 2. So such type of figures are 2 only in the given figure, and 1 cross 2, such type of figures are 8 in the given figure, and 1 cross 3, so it is equals to 3. So 1 cross 3 and 3 cross 1 means are same. On adding all 4 you get 7 plus 8 plus 2 plus 2, it is equals to 19. So option 3 is the correct answer. So these are the 5 questions I have discussed in this video, and try to be continue regularly uploads the videos. So please like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much.